Hey everyone, and welcome back to Mindful English Talks. I'm John, and with me as always is the amazing Angelina.
Hey, John. So good to be here. Today we're tackling a topic that I think resonates with pretty much everyone at some point in their lives. Probably many points, honestly.
Absolutely, it's a powerful one. Broken but not destroyed. And I think just hearing those words, you can feel it, right? That sense of, okay, something difficult happened, but I'm still here.
Yeah, it's not just a title, it's a feeling. I mean, who hasn't felt completely shattered at some point? Like your plans just fall apart, your efforts feel wasted, or maybe you faced a personal loss or setback that just leaves you, with cracks in your confidence.
Totally. And in those moments, it's so easy to just believe you're finished, that this is it, the end of the road. Your story is over, or at least this chapter is just a complete bust.
Exactly. You start to feel like, what's the point? I put in all that work, and for what? And that's where the self-doubt really creeps in. It's insidious, that voice telling you to just give up.
But that's where, I think, a different kind of strength comes into play. It's almost like a quiet whisper that reminds you, you're still here. That despite everything, you woke up today. You're still breathing. You're still capable of moving forward.
And that's the core of it, isn't it? Being broken doesn't mean you're weak. In fact, it's often the opposite. It means you've faced something incredibly difficult. You've felt pain, deep, cutting pain, and you survived it. And that survival, that, my friends, is strength.
That's such a crucial reframing, Angelina, because society often tells us we need to be strong, by avoiding pain, by never showing weakness. But true strength, I believe, comes from going through the pain and coming out the other side. It's not about being impervious, it's about being resilient.
It really is. Think about a tree that's been through a storm. It might lose some branches, it might have some deep gashes in its bark, but if it survives, it often grows back stronger with deeper roots. Those scars tell a story of endurance, not failure.
What's fascinating is how discipline plays such a huge role in this rebuilding process. It's not about some grand, sudden transformation. It's about the small, consistent actions when you feel like doing absolutely nothing.
Oh, absolutely. Discipline is your lifeline. When you're broken, your motivation might be non-existent. You might not feel like getting out of bed, or answering that email, or even eating a proper meal. But discipline steps in and says, just take one small step.
Yeah, it's that commitment to showing up, even when you're just a fraction of your best self. It's trying again, even after failure. It's refusing to quit, even when every fiber of your being is screaming at you to just lie down.
And that's where the power lies. It's not about being perfect, right? It's never about perfection. It's about being persistent. It's about that quiet, stubborn refusal to let the setback define your entire future.
Persistence over perfection, I love that. Because perfection is an illusion, especially when you're in a rebuilding phase. You're going to stumble, you're going to have bad days. But the persistence is what keeps you on the path, however slow it might seem.
Yeah, I remember a time when I had a huge project fall through. I'd invested months, literally months of my life into it, countless late nights, and then, boom, it was just gone. The client pulled out last minute. I felt completely devastated, like all that effort was just wasted.
Oh, that's brutal, Angelina. I can only imagine how soul-crushing that must have felt. It's not just the time, it's the emotional investment too.
Exactly. I truly felt broken. For a few days, I just wanted to hide under a blanket. But then, I remembered something my grandmother used to say. You bend, you don't break. And I just started with one tiny thing. I opened my laptop, not to work on a new project, but just to organize my files. That was it. One small, disciplined action.
And that's the trick, isn't it? Breaking it down. Because when you're overwhelmed, the big picture feels impossible. But organize files, or take a 10-minute walk, or make a healthy meal, those are manageable.
Precisely. And that one small action led to another. The next day, I replied to one email. Then I drafted a new project proposal. Slowly, step by step, I started rebuilding. And what I realized later was that the setback, that broken moment, taught me so much about client contracts, about diversifying my work, and even about my own resilience.
That's such a powerful testimony to the idea that every setback teaches you something. It's a cliché, but it's true. Every challenge, no matter how painful, shapes your mindset. It adds a new layer to your understanding of yourself and the world.
It absolutely does. What once hurt you begins to strengthen you. It's like going to the gym, right? You break down muscle fibers during a workout, and that's painful, it's tiring, but they grow back stronger. The same principle applies to our emotional and mental resilience.
That's a brilliant analogy. And over time, those cracks that felt like weaknesses, like evidence of your failure, they start to become part of your story, not as something to be ashamed of, but as proof of your incredible resilience.
They become battle scars, markers of growth. You look back and you think, wow, I went through that and I'm still standing. I learned from it. I evolved because of it. It's like a badge of honor.
And that shifts the entire perspective on success, doesn't it? Success isn't about avoiding pain or just having everything go smoothly all the time. Real success, lasting success, is about rising after it. It's about the comeback.
Oh, that's so true. The stories we admire most aren't about people who had easy lives. They're about people who faced incredible adversity, hit rock bottom, and then found a way to pull themselves back up. Those are the narratives that truly inspire us.
Because they remind us that it's possible, that even when you feel utterly defeated, there's still hope. And I think that's the message we really want to drive home today. You may feel broken today, and that feeling is valid. Don't deny it.
But, and this is a huge but, you are not destroyed. That's the key distinction. Broken doesn't mean obliterated. It means you're in a process. You're still here, remember?
You still have time. Time to heal, time to learn, time to grow, time to pivot. You still have strength, even if it feels hidden deep inside. It's there, trust me. And you still have control. Maybe not over what happened to you, but certainly over how you respond to it now.
That sense of control is so empowering. It's like, okay, this happened, I can't change it, but I can absolutely choose what I do next. I can choose to take that small step. I can choose to keep going.
Exactly. So keep going, even if it's crawling. Even if it's just a single shuffle forward. Keep that momentum, however tiny it may be. Stay disciplined, especially when you least feel like it.
Yep, because that discipline, that commitment to showing up for yourself, that's what's going to help you rebuild. And you will rebuild yourself, piece by piece, stronger and wiser than before.
Because sometimes, and I think this is such a profound truth, the strongest people are not the ones who were never broken. They're not the ones who sailed through life without a scratch.
No, absolutely not. The strongest people are the ones who refused to stay down, the ones who got knocked down, felt the sting of it, and then, with every ounce of courage they could muster, they got back up.
That's the essence of it, really. It's that internal fire, that refusal to be defined by your lowest point. It's choosing to write the next chapter not as a victim, but as a survivor, a thriver.
And let's be honest, those moments of being broken, they really strip away the non-essentials, don't they? They force you to look at what truly matters, what you're truly made of.
They absolutely do. They can be incredibly clarifying, even though they feel devastating at the time. It's like a forge, where you're reshaped, hardened, but ultimately made more resilient.
And the beauty of it is that you're not alone in this. Every single person listening has faced or will face moments like this. It's part of the human experience, so don't ever feel isolated in your struggle.
That's such an important point, Angelina. Reaching out, sharing your story, even if it's just with one trusted person, can make a world of difference. It reminds you that the cracks aren't just yours.
Yeah, and seeing others who've navigated similar waters, who've come out stronger, it's incredibly inspiring. It gives you a roadmap, a glimmer of hope that, hey, if they did it, maybe I can too.
And that's where Mindful English Talks comes in, right? It's about building that community, sharing those insights, and reminding each other of our inherent strength.
Totally. So if you're feeling broken today, please take a moment to absorb this. You are not destroyed. You have time, you have strength, and you have control. Keep going, stay disciplined, rebuild yourself.
Because the world needs your comeback story. It needs to see you rise. And trust me, it's worth the effort. It's worth every single step.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for joining us today, everyone. It's been a really powerful conversation, and I hope it's given you something to hold on to.
Yeah, thank you for tuning in. Remember, you've got this. We believe in you. Until next time, stay mindful and keep moving forward.
Bye, everyone.